Purpose or pet? That's the question we're answering today. Let's do this thing. Hey guys, I'm Elizabeth, the curly-haired country gal, and I'm excited to be joining a homesteading hustle and several others as we discuss purpose or pet. Are the animals that we have on our homestead pets, or do they have a purpose, or multiple purposes? So I'm gonna head over to my first animal. Some call it the gateway animal, the chickens. So we have roughly 20 chickens or so right now, and these are absolutely a purpose animal. The more purposes an animal can fulfill, the better. So chickens actually fulfill 3 purposes here on the homestead. One is for eggs. We consume a lot of eggs, and that's a huge blessing to get those from the chickens. Number 2 is meat. Just recently I butchered several of the roosters that we had grown out since January because we already have 3 for our rotating spiral breeding method, and so that's one thing that we use them for as well. And the third thing that I use chickens for is to turn my compost. So right now I have 3 piles. One of them is pretty well collapsed underneath this Rhode Island red here. But these chickens are helping to break down the piles, and I stack them back up, and they're helping me make compost that I grow in. I'm growing in 100% compost this year, and between grass clippings and free wood shavings, I'm doing it for free. So we've got our snazzy Chickshaw 2.0 plus a little mini hoop coop out here where the extra roosters go. Now I had been really excited about the black Orpington chicken specifically, which is what some of my earlier videos are about. At this point, I'm totally fine with just kind of a barnyard mix, and this is the first year that I have an incubator after doing a little bit of research and watching some reviews. So I hoped to work towards a 100% self-sustainable flock too by using the spiral breeding method to keep the bloodlines clean. And so I'm hoping that maybe this year, Lord willing, we can hatch out our first batch of chickens. So chickens are definitely a purpose animal. Let's go to number 2. Here we are outside the rabbitry for animal number 2, rabbit. Now these are absolutely a purpose animal as well, and these ones serve 2 purposes. Let's go inside. So this is my colony setup where I've got several different pens, some for the bucks over here. This is Mr. Ice Cream. And on the inside, I have my does. How are you ladies doing? This is Lemon, and Angel, and Oreo. And these are my does. Hi, Ice Cream. So these are meat rabbits. They're gonna be used for meat. And the thing I love about rabbits is that they turn grass, they turn foliage into meat, and they produce really prolifically. They're ready to raise out in 10 weeks. Now this is my first time raising them. I've had rabbits before and I've butchered them before, but the colony is now done and I'm loving it so far. Now I am feeding them some pellets now, but I'm actually working towards doing no pellets with these guys. I'm giving them just foliage, just cut greens that I catch in my mower catcher. And so they will be pretty much $0 to raise. So another reason I'm really excited to have rabbits is to add their manure to my compost and my garden, and to have them help me raise awesome food, working toward that goal of 100% self-sustainability. Now I'm here in the orchard with our third animal, bees. This is my first year of doing beekeeping of any kind, and I'm doing natural beekeeping using horizontal hives as opposed to the stackable Langstroth hives. So I've loved it, I've learned so much, and bees, as you would guess, are absolutely a purpose animal. I hope to use bees to have our own honey, but the dual purpose for bees is also to pollinate what I have in the food forest and in the enlarged food forest to come. The bees were also excellent pollinators this year, and we've had our first peach harvest, which has been bountiful so far. And I love how nothing goes to waste. We have a lot of peaches on the ground that I didn't catch, but it's just turning into more honey for us and more food for the bees as they consume those fallen peaches. Now on to animal number 4, we have the dog. So really Junebug serves more as a pet than having a purpose here on the homestead, but I really wanted every animal to have a purpose because my husband and I are just really practical that way. So with that in mind, we have this awesome dog cart that I made. Now it's actually broken right now. I didn't reinforce the bars well enough, but when it's operational, that girl, who's very strong and needs exercise anyway, can help me pull stuff around the yard. So she's purpose and pet. Now I was just looking for animal number 5, and here she comes. It's Miss Dinkins. you, sweetie. Now, I thought that I actually hated cats. I like cats. I thought that I had to either be a cat person or a dog person. Turns out I'm both. But this is Miss Dinkins. Like Junebug, she is mostly a pet, but she also has a purpose around here, and her purpose is to catch mice for us. Now, she has caught mice for us outside, but inside she has yet to catch any, which is a little bit of a bummer. But she's very sweet. Now, this dog and cat are spoiled because we are a homeschooling family, and in addition to that, my job is to teach online Spanish classes from home, which is such a blessing. And my husband is a full-time dad right now, which he's doing an awesome job at. So these animals get to be around us all the time. I still feel bad when we have to go to town or something and we need to leave them, but we're with them pretty much 24/7. Right, Dinkins? And even when we're busy, they get to roam around in acres of pasture. So that represents all the animals that we currently have, but where I'm walking now represents animal number 6 that we will, Lord willing, have next year, pigs. So just last week, my brother was here from Colorado and we put up a bunch of T-posts getting ready for pigs next year. Pigs are absolutely going to be a purpose animal as well. I'm planning to have cooney pigs, maybe Idaho pasture pigs. I need to look into them a little bit more, but they would be for pork consumption. So there you have it. Here on the homestead, we are a heavily purpose-driven homestead, if you will, with chickens, rabbits, bees, a dog, and a cat, and hopefully pigs down the road. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.